back to Chilling with Red. It's your boy Red, and today I got a Wendys Mukbang, and I'm gonna do a little story time today too. So, before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and do a thumbnail so we can get right in it. All right. So how y'all been today, man? I've been doing good. I've been chilling. Like I said, today we're gonna have a little story time along with eating this Wendy's. And today I got 10-piece nugget with a large fry Coke and a double baconator. That was good, don't it? Yeah, I'm getting better at it. I know the share now. But what do I want? Do I want a Frosty? Or do I want a Coke? I think I'm gonna do the Frosty. Hold on. Had to get to go further. I can't do a drop burger. That one was a little dry. It's not like a good Frosty, I tell you what. But yeah, we're gonna do a story time. And like I said before, in the Guess Who's Back video, I shot a couple of them, and I didn't like the way it came out, so I never uploaded them because I want to try to give y'all the best quality work that I can. But this one is gonna be, this story time is gonna be about the first time I met Big Daddy Kane. And it was funny because I was a teenager, I was young. And you gotta understand, when I grew up listening to old school, not really old school at the time, but if you're from the old country, Chicago, you know about V103 and stuff like that. I was listening to V103 because that's what was being played in the house. I didn't really listen to rap music and everything till I got probably about 14. And I remember listening to the Wu-Tang Clan was actually the first rap group I listened to. It was that 36 Chambers album. So that was the first rap music I actually listened to. And then I just, like most people, I fell in love with it. But I said that because it plays a part in the story. It helps you better understand the story. So this was 96, maybe, my 8th grade year. And this tutoring program I used to be a part of called Cycle. And you grew up on the north side of Chicago, you knew about it. But anyway, they did a thing where they took inner city kids on a college tour. And we toured the East Coast. We saw Virginia, we saw New York, we saw Georgia, we saw Washington, D.C. Any major colleges along the East Coast they took us to. And while we was in New York, it was about 3 days we was in New York, and our hotel was in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. But one of those days we went to the Apollo, and growing up watching the Apollo, that was every little kid's dream to go visit the Apollo, go touch the piece of wood that everybody touch when they go out. You know, you touch it, you be like, oh man, that's the same log that Michael Jackson touched, that James Brown touched. You know, so we went. And the time that we went, we didn't really have, they didn't have a show going on. What they did was, it was the summertime, so they opened up the Apollo for neighborhood kids. And they played movies in the summer. So they allowed us to come to the Apollo. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing the Apollo outside, I was in awe. I was amazed. I was like, oh wow, I'm finally here. Look at this. Getting inside, I was kind of disappointed a little bit because it wasn't like how it looked on TV. But I also had to remember that this is an old building. So we toured it. I'm looking around, having a good time. And so we get ready to leave. As we walking out, I'm in the back of everybody. And I'm talking to my friends. And I'm talking to my friends in the back, and all of a sudden, you see everybody run to the street and just stop. So I paid no mind at first. I'm like, whatever's going on up there ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how you get into some trouble. And growing up in Chicago, you know, if you see a crowd of people, don't go to that crowd. So after a while, you know, curiosity, I got curious. I was like, well, dang, who up there? So I'm making my way through the crowd to get to the front. And as I'm pushing people out the way, I'm like, man, who is it? And they're like, it's somebody famous. I'm like, okay, cool. I want to see who is it. So as I'm getting closer to the front, somebody said, it's Big Daddy Kane. And so I'm still walking, and mind you, I'm just getting into rap music, so, excuse me. So I really didn't know everybody. And I know what y'all thinking. Big Daddy Kane's a pioneer. You should know who he is. But y'all, I didn't. And, charge it to my head. So, they yelling at me saying, oh, it's Big Daddy Kane, it's Big Daddy Kane. And so, I turn around. Now my back is facing the street. And I'm still trying to push through the crowd. And I'm like, it's who? It said it's Big Daddy Kane. And I didn't know I was as close to the street as I was. And I yelled out, who the hell is Big Daddy Kane? And I turned around and I was like, oh, my bad. Because as I turned around saying it, he was in the passenger seat. And he's looking me dead in my face as I'm saying, who the hell is Big Daddy Kane? Y'all, when I tell you I was so embarrassed, all he did was laugh at me though. But it was like, how do you not know who Big Daddy Kane is? But my mom, she didn't listen to it. The people I was going up with, they didn't bump Big Daddy Kane like that. They were bumping Wu-Tang. They were bumping Biggie. They were bumping Pop. And I just didn't know who he was. But I'm glad he didn't get upset. He laughed it off. He laughed at me. I guess he figured, like, man, look at this little kid right here. And I'm like, man, look. I mean, it was a pleasure to meet him. I just didn't know who he was at the time. I couldn't act like everybody else did because he wasn't on my radar. But if y'all ever had an experience like that, put it down in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to hear some of y'all stories. Because I know I can't be the only one. Man, yo, I tell you, ain't nothing like a good Coca-Cola. Can't get no better than that. Man, so do y'all remember, let me know if y'all remember growing up eating Wendy's and you used to take the French fry and stick it in the Frosty. Let me know if y'all used to do that. Because I know that can't be a Chicago thing. I know it had to be. It had to be somebody else had to do it. Because I'm honestly scared to do it now with these new fries they got. Everything changed, man. It ain't the same. It's really not the same. They mess with a good thing. Let's see. Oh man, I'm doing real good on time. And I'm gonna give y'all another because I had did two of them in the past, like I said. One of them was Big Daddy Kane. The other one that I'm about to tell y'all now, because they both short. I don't have any really long, drawn out, just stories to be like, take up 30 minutes. I get to the point. But the other one was the time I met George Clinton. And that one was good, you know. Sorry, I had a kind of caught a crap on my back, but that one was cool. You know, George Clinton was a nice guy, and it was an honor to meet Big Daddy Kane, but it was a real honor to meet George Clinton, and it revolves around Cycle again, but. This time I was about 18, 17, 18. I was walking downtown because I was going to try to find a job, and I was walking past the Cycle building, and at the time Cycle had Cycle had moved downtown into this fancy building that was owned by one of the colleges. So it was a nice, pretty area. And it was nice outside, and I'm walking, and next thing you know, I see this old guy. And from a distance I couldn't tell who he was. I just thought it was, Lord forgive me, but I just thought it was a homeless dude. You know? And if you know about big cities, you know the homeless folks, they just walk up and down, no problem. And I'm looking, I'm like, this homeless dude has multicolored braids. Look at this. And so, excuse me. So, I'm walking closer, and as I'm looking at him, I start to think, like, this guy looks familiar. I know I don't know him, but who is it? And I'm steady saying to myself, who is this dude? And I promise you, right as we pass each other, I get like right behind him, and I'm like, I know who that is. And I turned around and said, excuse me, sir. And he was like, yeah, youngster. I'm like, I'm sorry, but are you George Clinton? And he looked at me, and he had the biggest smile on his face. And he was like, yeah, I am. I was like, oh my God. And I've never really been just like starstruck over people. But y'all that know about George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelics, Parliament. This dude is just, put it like this. Last I checked, he was the most sampled artist in history. And if it wasn't for him, some of the music you listen to wouldn't be. You can say that if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be a Bootsy Collins. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be Isley Brothers. It wouldn't be Jimi Hendrix. It wouldn't be who was it? Sly and the Family Stone? It was somebody else. But his band was so huge that he had all these people in there that broke off and became wildly successful on their own, and they all taper back to him. He's like he in his time is how Prince was in his era. Like if there was no Prince, there would be no Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. There would be, it wouldn't be, I'm not gonna say it wouldn't be a Janet, but it wouldn't be the Janet we know and love today. It wouldn't be Morris Day at the time, Sheila E. Oh man, Bruno Mars. You know, we wouldn't have that. You know, so that's how important George Clinton is to the history of music, especially black music. And I was just sitting there like, man. And so we stood there and we was talking for a second, And I didn't want to do it, but I asked him because I was just happy meeting him. I never been like a autograph hound or nothing like that, and I just so happen to have a pen and paper in my pocket, because when you go on a job interview, well, when you go to apply for a job, you got to put down the address where you went to, especially if you're just walking, up and down trying to get a job. But I was like, Mr. Clinton, would you mind if I had your autograph? And he was like, yes, no problem. And I'm guessing he was like, man, somebody as young as you can know who I am and appreciate my music. Yeah, I'm going to give you an autograph. So he gave me an autograph, and I'm sitting there like, oh my, George Clinton is giving me an autograph. And I didn't even think about myself in the time. Like, man, I could keep this and show it to my kids or what have you. And I flat out, before I could think about it, I was like, man, when I get home, I'm going to give this to my stepfather. He love your music. And he gave me another big smile. I guess he was like, he's happy that his music is being passed down from generation to generation. Man, I didn't even look at it. Once he gave it back to him, I had to fold it up, put it in my pocket. I got home, and I was like, hey, you ain't gonna believe what happened. And they were like, what? I was like, y'all know I was going to get a job, or going to find me a job. And on the way there, I met George Clinton. And they looked at me and they was like, get out of here, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, I even got your autograph. And I pulled it out of my pocket. And I opened it up. And I wanted to look at it before I gave it to him. And I looked at it, and he didn't have a name on that. I was like, oh man, he didn't sign it. He just drew a picture. And basically, I found out later that his signature is not his signature. His signature is him drawing the face of a dog. Because Atomic Dog, George Clinton. And I was like, oh wow, that's cool. That's real cool. And so that was the time I met George Clinton. And as you can tell, both of those times I would never, ever forget, because one, I embarrassed myself with the first one. And two, it was just amazing to meet somebody that paved the way for a lot of artists to do what they do and allow freedom to do what they do. Even though he didn't get his just due because of it, and if y'all know the history of George Clinton, y'all know what I'm talking about when it comes to royalties and everything like that. He didn't get his just due, but he still, appreciated today. And we need to keep his music alive to let the next generation know, hey, this is where it come from, this is where it stemmed from. But yeah, if y'all have, tell me in the comments who y'all met that you embarrassed yourself in front of, or you was just in awe to see. I love to hear those too. Because like I told you, I want to interact with y'all. So I know I can't be the only one stuff like this happen to. So just let me know. And we're gonna keep this positive energy going. But we're gonna have a lot more story time. We're gonna have a lot more story times. And we're gonna have some challenges done. And We just gonna have a blast. Like I told you, we about having fun over here. And how much time I got? Okay, a couple more minutes. We gonna have some fun over here. You know, entertainment, good times. Y'all the fam. And that's what you do when you're chilling with your family. You sit down, you talk, you eat, get to know each other, and go home. But like I said in the other video, help me with an outro. I've been trying to come up with an outro, but I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to call y'all. Like right now, I'm calling y'all the fam. If y'all cool with the fam, let me know. If y'all figure something else out that y'all wanna be called, let me know. And we're gonna work with it. Cause I wanna call y'all something, not just the fam. But I will call y'all the fam until something else comes up that y'all like. But excuse me. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know, when you do the subscribe, it's about right here somewhere in this little area. Hit it, bell gonna pop up. Once the bell pop up, you hit all. Don't just hit subscribe, because subscribe only is not gonna let you know when I upload videos. So you gotta hit all. It's gonna let you know when I post videos and all the other stuff. Make sure you please like them, like the videos, share the videos, comment on the videos. I'm gonna read all comments and I'm gonna respond back to all of them. And we on the road to 100. Right now, we at 42. So we got a little ways to go, but man, we like a steam engine, man. We're gonna keep rolling. So again, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with everybody. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both Chillin' with Red. And the links are gonna be in the description box below. And also, if you like the intro, the musical, the instrumental in the beginning, go check out the person that made it. His name is Jeffery Wayne. The link to his YouTube should be in the description box below as well. So until next time, fam, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace.